Hi guys, I thought I would show you my shelf here that has Alice in Wonderland as well as a Peter Pan scene. I'm going to show you basically how it is right now. It's not finished, but I've received a couple of questions about how the progress is, and so I thought I would just show an update. Sometimes I do like to document things along the way, kind of like the process of setting things up, just so that I can remember what I did. Sometimes I go back and watch my own videos just to see, how did I do that again? Anyhow, I spent some time, I think it was last week, making my backdrops for this shelf. So these are scenes from the Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton movie. There are some high definition images available online if you just Google Alice in Wonderland backdrop images or something like that. You'll be able to find them fairly easily, and I don't have permission to use them or anything, so they're not like, they're just out there on the internet. So I just printed it up with my large format printer that I have. I'm a scrapbooker, so I have a large format printer, and what I did with the backdrops was when I printed it on 13 by 17 inch paper, and basically that is the Red Queen's castle back there, and you can see there's all these soldiers marching all the way down there, and then there's some mountains off to the side there, and it basically only came down to about right here. So there was another scene with all these colorful, what are these called? I'm blanking for a second here. They are mushrooms, of course. Oh my goodness. And a gate scene there. And so what I did was I printed up that and also another version of that, and I cut out some extra mountain corners and stuff just to kind of make some layered mountains look like they're sort of going from the background to the foreground. And then I put the mushrooms in the foreground with the cutout of the gate, and so it kind of looks, it's not like really great, but it's just in the background, so it doesn't really matter. And I didn't do a great job of cutting, like here this tree just kind of like goes off to nothing because that's actually the top of a much larger scene, like that's just the top part of it. Anyhow, oh, and my phone is focusing on the wrong thing here. Anyhow, I just left it like that because it is going to be covered by dolls and things, and you're not really supposed to see it. It's just supposed to give me a little something in the background, a little something kind of interesting. I do like how the sunlight is kind of beaming in on the corner there, and I put the Queen's castle in this part of the scene because this is where my queen stands, and so I thought it was kind of fitting that her castle is visible right there behind her. And so that is, of course, Lunatic Queen, my gorgeous, gorgeous Lunatic Queen pull-up. I love that you can see her stockings and her gorgeous, gorgeous shoes. I'll show you the other backdrops before I talk about too much else. This was another mushroom scene. It's actually a different mushroom scene than the one that I put next door by the Queen's castle. And again, because it would only span, from here to about right here, I just printed up two of it and layered them on top of each other and kind of tried to make it look, again, you only see the top little bit of it. If you peek through down here, for example, let me brighten it up, you can see little parts of it, but it doesn't have to line up perfectly. I didn't spend a whole lot of time obsessing and trying to make it absolutely perfect because it is mostly covered by dolls. Now you're going to be able to see a little bit more easily what I did here because there's only two dolls in the way. So this is actually a scene from Peter Pan's Flight, which is my very favorite ride at Disney. At least that's what I think this is. That's what it was tagged as on, like, in the metadata of the image. Anyhow, it is a scene of London, and it's painted, and I'm pretty sure it's from that ride because I love that ride. It's my favorite. Anyhow, again, because it would only you know, my printer is only so big. It is a large format printer, but let me just move Wendy out of the way here. So you'll see that the one piece of paper goes from up there all the way to about right where my fingernail is right now. And then I just cut out some other versions of the exact same piece of paper, and you'll see I just cut around the little rooftops to make it look like there were more layers of rooftops visible in the foreground. Now, I didn't do a great job of cutting out. You can see all the blue lines around the edges of the little chimneys and stuff. But again, I don't think it really matters because my dolls will be in the front. Let's make them hold hands again. There we go. My dolls will be in front of the scene, and you're not going to really see it. I just wanted something kind of scenic for the background of my dolls. So so that's the backdrops, and that took a whole day to do because, yeah, I just took my time and found all my favorite pictures and stuff. Now, for the Alice in Wonderland portion of this shelf, I have, for a floor, I have these squares of turf, I guess. It's like fake grass. It's just plastic. And I got these in the gardening section of the dollar store several years ago, and I kept them down here in my doll area just to use as a photo prop. And I have never used them, so I thought I'm just going to repurpose them, and it sort of is still a photo prop because it's here on my doll shelves. And so I had to cut the last one because my scene isn't as long as 3 cubes of the grass, or 3 squares of the grass. Whoops, I knocked over this guy. I think this guy goes right here. There we go. So then I just took some river rocks and a couple of little things that kind of fit with the theme. This frog was actually on my floor for some reason. I think it's one of my daughters, but I just put him up here because he kind of matches. So that's an old stopwatch from my grad school training. I'm a psychologist, and when we did intelligence testing and personality testing and that sort of thing, we would have to time some of the tests. And so I have this timer, this stopwatch that I inadvertently brought home with me from grad school when I moved back home. It was in with my stuff. So anyhow, I never did send it back to them. I'm pretty sure they've changed to digital clocks by now, digital timers. So as I mentioned, I have Pull-Up Lunatic Queen here, who is really pretty. This is I can't remember where I got that. It could be from the dollar store, little planter. And then this is Isul White Rabbit. It's Steampunk World, and he is in full stock. Then this space here with a stand is where Cheshire Cat is going to go when I get her. She's on pre-order from Pull-Up Style, so I've paid for her a long time ago and she's still not here. Oh, that's so hard. Anyhow, this little girl here might look like Buell Chenille, but she's not. If you look a little closer, she has Chenille's outfit on, which is the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, and that is from the Dujardin Alice in Wonderland collection. But the Buell that's in that outfit is actually Buell Fata. See her beautiful green eyes? Isn't she just lovely? And she is holding a hookah that I bought on Etsy, and I love that little thing. It's so cute, and it just finishes her up. And I just love how her curls look and how her hair looks kind of peeking out from under her hood, and her bangs hanging down in her eyes. I just love everything about Buell Fata as the caterpillar. I love her. I love how it turned out. So because the caterpillar kind of sits a little higher, what I noticed was that when the legs are on the floor, there's pressure on the little snaps that hold the back part of the caterpillar onto the front part of the caterpillar. So I wanted a little step for the caterpillar's back legs to sit on, and also for me to put a little something right there to kind of just have some interest in the back. I'm thinking about getting some little toadstools or mushrooms of some sort to put back there, or maybe some shrubs, or I don't know. So I just took what that white thing is back there, it's a little tray from Staples. It's from the Martha Stewart collection of office storage supply things. And I think it's like a little long, thin case or container, I guess. It's like a chipboard basket that you could put maybe pencils or rulers and stuff in. It's long and thin. So I just put it upside down, and then I used my hot glue gun and cut out some of these pieces of grass to go around it, just to kind of camouflage it and have it blend in with the background. I didn't bother putting grass on the top because I thought I might cover the top of it with stuff, but for now it doesn't have much on it, except for the caterpillar's back legs, some of the queen's dress, and there's a tree back there too. So that tree is from the dollar store. It's really fluffy, so I thought it looked kind of whimsical here, and it's supposed to be like a little tiny plant, like a bonsai or something, but it looks almost like a shrub, like a potted shrub in this kind of a setting. Then we have a headless Mad Hatter because I have a Taiyang Make It Own kit that I haven't quite gotten around to. Well, the weather hasn't been good enough yet for me to start making his face, but I took his body out because I had his outfit. I've pieced together his outfit based on from the outfits of several other Taiyangs and Isuls. So I have the cuffs here are taken from Isul Mad Hatter's outfit, and those cuffs right there are also from Isul Mad Hatter's outfit, and the hat is from Isul Mad Hatter. The wig is a mohair wig that I made for my Na'ato doll, but she has a new wig now, and so I thought that wig would make a nice, really kind of like crazy wild hair for a Mad Hatter. And he's also wearing some of Alfred's stuff. I think those pants are from Alfred, and the coat, it's like a top coat type of, I don't know what you call that, like a fancy suit coat with tails. It is also from Alfred, I believe. So that's Mad Hatter. He kind of doesn't exist yet. This is a little table that I made from little scrap pieces of wood and a hot glue gun. I definitely don't do like the best job of DIY furniture, but it looks good in pictures. So those legs probably aren't going to stay on forever, but when they fall off, I'll just hot glue them back on again. I have lots of little bits of rement here. I thought I would make it look kind of like there's lots of things here at this tea party feast, and so much that it doesn't all fit on the table. So there's some pieces down here as well as up on the table right here. I have this rement Alice in Wonderland cake, which I got quite a long time ago. I love this cake. It has the Cheshire Cat and Alice and a clock and a card and some whipped cream, and it's just a really cute cake. I like it a lot. And then just different teapot related things. I actually have coffee cups here because I actually don't have a whole lot of tea related rement pieces, so I'm just using what I've got here. I really do like this little red teapot and teacup here. Then I have Dormouse, who is a little pull-up, or a mini pull-up. No, I think it's called a little pull-up. And so she looks really cute with her little mouse hat, mouse top hat, and little mouse outfit with suspenders. And she has this cute little tail with the little ribbon on it. There we go. And she's sitting on a stool that's designed to go with another table. It's a stool that I bought on Etsy. Then back here we have, that might look like Dalpookie, but it is not. It is Dalderoni wearing Dalpookie's outfit. And those two Dals do look a lot alike. They both have black hair and pigtails and little flips on the bottoms of their pigtails. But this is Doroni. She's one of my newer dolls, and I love her. I absolutely adore her. Then here we have Alice. This is Alice in Steampunk World, the Dal version. So they have a pull-up and a Dal, and I got the Dal version. Mostly because she was on sale at the sample sale. I think I would have preferred the Dal, the pull-up, because her outfit has quite a bit more detail. But now that I have this doll, I really like her a lot. So, and I'm glad that I was able to get her for a much lower price point than if I had wanted to get the Alice. So that's really nice. And then another one of those dollar store bonsai things that looks like kind of like a tree, and a little gardening lawn ornament thing that I got from Michael's. And so this is how the Alice setup looks from a little bit further away. There we go. Everything together. And then the and also, I should show you, my daughter put these lights up for me. There we go. Leaf lights around the edges. Looks really cute. I love it. So now over here, instead of having a grass floor, we have a wood floor. And this is contact paper. So this is like shelf liner paper that you get at the dollar store. It's sticky on one side, and then it looks like wood planks on the other side. And then this is a little wooden jewelry box that I painted white. It came just wood, and I got it at Michael's in the unfinished wood section where you can, I think it's for toll painters and stuff. I just painted it white, and I've used it in a couple of different pull-up sets in different videos. I have a frame from the dollar store that I put a photo from that I got online. That's a photo of the Darling family from the Disney movie Peter Pan. So there's Wendy and her mom and her dad. And there's a little box of Kleenex and a glass of water and an alarm clock, which is a bit of a shout out to Captain Hook, who is of course very stressed out by alarm clocks. And then we have a really cute little potted plant that I don't know where that came from, but it's been in my stash for a while. Then this is a cell phone holder that looks like a papasan chair, so I thought that was really cute, and I put one of those little mini, what is that? Lala Loopsy, a little mini Lala Loopsy doll just sitting on there. I plan to put a little throw. I actually plan to mostly cover that up. I don't like how bright and colorful that is. I don't think it fits with the theme of this set, which is more kind of like classic children's bedroom, not like bright, colorful, modern children's bedroom. So I am going to cover that chair with like a throw of some sort, something neutral, and put some storybooks in there as well on the chair or on the side of the little dresser. Now next we have some buttons and thimbles, because I think thimbles are what Wendy gives Peter instead of a kiss. Or maybe it's buttons, I can't remember. But there are buttons and thimbles in the movie, so I put some buttons and thimbles right there. Not in the movie, in the play. Maybe in the movie too, I don't remember the movie. And then we have Peter Pan in her full stock right here. And I was thinking about suspending them from the ceiling and have them look like they're flying. But instead I made them look like they're just about to take flight. And like my original idea was that I would kind of frame this in and make it look like this was the window that they were, like the backdrop was the window that they were going to fly out of. But then I would have had to have had their backs to me, and it just didn't make good sense. So I'm just kind of taking creative license here and making them fly off in this direction, even though the window is behind them. Peter Pan looks really cute. I really like that the color of her stand kind of matches nicely with the backdrop that I have there. And then this is the latest addition. This is Merle. She is gorgeous. I love her. I can't even tell you how many times I almost bought Merle. So many times. And so I bought her nude and used from the pull-up group. I don't even think I got her from the pull-up sales group. I can't remember. I might have got her from the Mocha Crush group. Anyhow, she came today, and I put a ribbon in the back of her hair. That ribbon is from my Milk Pangju's outfit. And she's wearing Nana Chan's nightgown and Nana Chan's socks, which I bought from the pull-up group as well. Aren't they cute? Oh my goodness, those socks are adorable. And she has one of my new stands that I got from Groove, the last time I placed an order, I got 2 extra stands, and so I thought that that stand looked cute for her, and it kind of coordinates with Peter's a little bit. And that is my Peter Pan display so far. What I plan to do is get a little Tinkerbell. I know I said I was just going to do Peter and Wendy, but you know, like they're kind of out here to the side, and I'd like to have a little something up here. And so I'm going to hang Tinkerbell from the top here and have her kind of maybe folding her arms like she's angry that Wendy's going off with Peter Pan. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but we'll see. A little peek up here at some dolls that I'm going to be unboxing at some point. And I'll show you up here, we have my 2 kind of old-fashioned dressed dolls. I have, this is Remedy and Asher. Remedy is my Dal Lupinus and my Tyang Rion Heart. And they're just there because I like them a lot, so I separated them out from my other pull-ups. My other pull-ups, let me just guide you over here. My other pull-ups are right here. Now this area is a big disaster because I've been making sets and trying to figure out how to get these little mushrooms to work, and I can't get them to work because they don't have, like, they're spears. You're supposed to like stick them in the dirt, and I can't get it to work. Anyhow, this is what my doll shelf looks like, where most of my dolls from Woodside are. These are my Woodside dolls, mostly. Some other stock dolls that aren't part of my Woodside story. I have a doll up there who's going to become Harley Quinn at some point. My daughter wants to make a Harley Quinn and a Joker, so we'll be doing that this summer. And then I have my other worldly dolls up there. I also printed off some backdrops with my large format printer. This one is a backdrop of just like a spooky house, and it does repeat because I only had the one picture, so in order to wrap it around the corner I just had to print it up again, but that's okay. Oops, that's a little overexposed, isn't it? Sorry about that. So those are my other worldly dolls. I have Wilhelmina, Valco, Midnight Velvet, Elizabeth, and Dal Lila. And these are my dolls. You guys have seen these dolls many times, so I don't need to name them all off. But these were all standing, crowded in, but since I've moved some of my dolls over to the other shelves, I've had a chance to be able to space these guys out a little bit better. There are a couple of gaps, so Imani goes there. She's out having her face up redone, and I'm going to put my Yolume right here. When she comes back, she's also out having her face up redone. That's Harley Quinn's bat right there that we're gonna do something with. It was bubblegum. It was like a package of Hubba Bubba or something, or Bubblicious. Anyhow, this is where we're at right now. So thanks for watching this kind of strange, distracted video, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyways. Take care and have a great week.